In the mid-2000s, when America was discovering itself and asking questions whether it was time for an African, a black person, a colored individual to lead its country, there emerged a young person from our sub-region, midst of it all, and we were inspired by his story from then.
Alors, je vais introduire quelqu'un. C'est quelqu'un qui nous inspire et qui inspire la jeunesse africaine tout entière, et même les plus âgés, toujours jeunes d'esprit. Je ne dirais pas, parce que nous sommes tous jeunes, n'est-ce pas, tonton Pierre? Il est inspirant, il est motivant, c'est un modèle, une personne exceptionnelle et que j'aime appeler mon frère.
And he became a global phenomenon for business, a social entrepreneur, a farmer, global youth advocate, and much recently, a writer. Ladies and gentlemen, Thione Niang.
Je ne vais pas répéter ce qu'on a dit parce que Thione est plus que ça et encore plus. Alors, il est quelqu'un qui transforme profondément la société à travers ses initiatives. Notamment, il rapproche les jeunes de la terre et j'adore ce qu'il fait. Et je pense que nous sommes tous très très fiers de son travail. Et je l'invite ici pour sa keynote. Thione Niang.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for the kind introduction. Thank you very much. It means a lot. Mr. President, it's an honor and a privilege to join you here in your beautiful country. And it's interesting because I haven't been to the Gambia since I think right before COVID. We talked about this a few days ago when you were in Guinea on the things you were able to do, but landing here today, traveling to come into the country, I feel like we all need to stand and give him a strong standing ovation to what I've seen here. Please, everybody need to do that because I felt so good to the great work that you've done. Thank you. Congratulations, Mr. President. To you and your entire team, you've done something phenomenal for this country. And I wanted to tell you that I'm very proud of you. Very, very proud of you because all of these things was on the buildings, the roads. Yes. Thank you very much. I had to do that because our continent is at the defining moment. In this defining moment, we are the continent that has the youngest population in the world. Our greatest resources today is our young people. And a few years ago, when I thought it was a moment and a time for me to leave the United States and come back and be a part of the building block of those proud sons and daughters of the continent, the grandsons of the Nkrumahs, the Patrice Lumumbas, the Senghors, the Sékou Tourés, these people that you are today. When I see a great African builder, a great son of the continent sitting here in front of me, Mr. Atepa, please give him a round of applause for all that you've done for the continent. In every country I go, I see your footsteps there in building to what we will pass on to our children. Thank you for your sacrifices. In that building block, I wanted to be a part of that. In America, in 2016, like many young Africans who left this continent, traveling, looking for opportunities to come home to build, to come home to bring dignity to their families. Beyond bringing dignities to our families, we come to pick up where was left for us to create for the next generations. When I came home, Mr. President, I saw that the greatest nations today, they build from the bottom up, created young people who will tomorrow carry the torch. So we went through education, and in Gambia, I came here. The fourth country that I opened office was in this great country. In here, I opened up Give One Project, our nonprofit, which is today in 34 countries, trained a lot of young people in technology and in agriculture. Today, hundreds of them are around the world, some of them right here in the Gambia, and across the world, contributing to what the great things that you're doing in here. I thought, and I believe, that a nation cannot sustain itself until it decides to feed itself. There is no future for any nation that always depends for someone else to feed you. This is why when I came back from Washington, I put on my boots, went on to the villages of my great country, Senegal, and built a farm that's called Jeff Zone Farm. Jeff Zone today has built, has created, has trained more than 10,000 young people 10 years later. These 10,000 and some young people today, 200 of them from the Gambia, are building farms or working around agribusiness to make sure agriculture is sexy for young people, is attractive for young people, because it's going to be the driving force of our economy. Beyond agriculture, I thought that technology was important to train our young people in science and technology. So I opened up a school that's called Give One Project Digital Skills Academy, which the first office was in the Gambia. Today with the UNDP across the continent, we're training 25 young people on cybersecurity and AI. The last promotion just finished last month with 200 young people that was based in Senegal for 4 months to be trained in cybersecurity. Africa is connected to the world, but it's not secure, it's not safe. And we have to build our young people to be able to control our technology today. A few years later, beyond technology and agriculture, I saw what I learned in the United States about storytelling. For so long, somebody else is telling our story. Somebody else is doing the branding and the soft power of Africa in their own way. America was able to sell us a dream for many of us to be able to go there, using Hollywood and technology and movies and etc. But today, what is the African dream? Who's telling the African story? Who's writing the African story? I asked myself, we cannot keep looking for the person who's going to do the work. I volunteered myself to create an initiative to look at countries that need that support. And I saw the great country of Guinea with the branding of Guinea, with the soft power of Guinea. Again, I put my boots and went to support the president and the great work they're doing with the Simando project. Today, in 2 years, the image of Guinea has changed. Guinea has become sexy, airplanes are full, hotels are full, businesses are open, because we're able to tell the story differently in our own eyes. Yes, we can applaud for that. This is a work from our generation that needs to be done. So I'm telling to all of the entrepreneurs here today, let's not wait for permission, let's not wait for titles, let's not wait to be named. Each one of us can bring a solution to what's been left for us, for our founding fathers, to create. And it brings me a lot of joy today that I come here to see the private sector, which is the engine of any economy, working with the public sector by the leadership of the president and the private sector, but policymakers, our international partners across the world are here. When we work together, Mr. President, to build champions, because I say it everywhere I go, Africa, until now, is not good at creating champions. And I think I'll call on to our leaders from around the continent, that it is fundamental that if we want to develop our countries, we have to put everything we have in building our next Dangotes in every country. We have to build the private sector because that's them that's going to create the jobs. They're going to create value added. They're going to inspire young people. They're innovative. If we make sure that in Gambia we have hundreds of Dangotes, in Guinea and in Senegal, there we can have Africans controlling our economy. We can bring dignity for our continent. We cannot continue to live in a continent where everybody else controls the economy but us. In the private sector, if you look at the telecom, agriculture, infrastructure, whatever you name, the leading people that are leading in many of those countries are everyone but Africans. This needs to change. It's the calling for us. And that change, we're calling on you, Mr. President, all of the presidents in our continent to help create more Atepas, more Dangotes, more Babacar Ngoms, more of Mr. Njais, the Gambian leaders of the private sector, so we can help to rewrite the story of Africa. Yes. So I will just close to say that there is a legacy that's been left for us, and this is for my generation that are listening. Africa is at a turning point. And we, this generation, should work more on building and uniting and creating bridges in between us. Because the stronger we are, the more we are together, the stronger we are. Many nations have showed us that opportunity. The Emirates has done it. China has done it, the United States has done it, Europe has done it. Today, Africa, if we are united, we can build a continent that the world can come, that we can also be our own El Dorado. Because it's been El Dorado for a lot of people, for many, many, many years. The growth we talk about has been a growth for everyone but Africans. And this is not the work we can wait for tomorrow. It's urgent, because we, as we speak today, thousands and hundreds of young Africans that I met in Italy, that I met in the borders in Ceuta, that I met in Nicaragua, in Mexico, try to cross the borders to look for opportunities to be able to feed their families, risking their lives to bring dignity home, to looking for chances that you and I got. Those young Africans, what they're looking for, we can give it to them here. We can give it to them right here. These opportunities are here in Africa. So let us believe in ourselves, believe in our young people, believe in our private sector, believing in our future, which is investing in the women and young people. If we do that, Africa will be, in a few years, the El Dorado that benefits Africans. Thank you to Financial Africa for inviting me here. Thank you for creating this platform. And thank you again for bringing us all together. I wish you a great day. And thank you, Mr. President, again for the great work you've done. God bless you. Thank you.